Hello, good day, guys. My name is Oni Oluyemi, and I represent Rich Mind Informative Enterprise, and I'll be discussing with you on this training. Is it web designing? Is it web design? Whichever way. When you look at it in my book that I sent to you, I've discussed about HTML and CSS, which has two major program you need to make use of to do your web design. And we have others like PHP, we have a CSS and some other script that you use, and we have a JavaScript as well, and jQuery, things like that that you can use for your site. Now, for the purpose of this training, like I told you, that we'll be making use of a particular template. That's why we call it a site. A site, you need to get a structure or a layout for a site. And thank God for this site. To make things easier, not to disturb our head about coding, they've made some template for us, which by we'll just make use of this template and give us a desired result of our website. Now, well, this is a website where we'll get the material from. It's called freecss.com. You can just check on your browser now, freecss.com. Now you see there's free CSS template, there's free CSS layout, premium template, those are the one you paid for, or free CSS menu, and they have the likes of it. Now you can just close. Okay, let's just make let's have a view of what they have. Now look at it. There's a lot of templates. There's a lot of templates that you can see, and this is from page 1 to 252. Can you just imagine? And we still have other ones that you can check from. And one good about this site, I don't know the owner of this site, so I just making use of it. So it's not as if I'm advertising for this site. So one good thing about this site is that you can specify the particular template you are looking for. We have the one for the web. Like for example, let's take a look at this. You have look at the name of this is a mobile kind of website. If you want to design a mobile website, like whereby you develop app and things like that, or you just love this template, or something you are into something related to mobile devices like a phone. Now look at the feature of this site: apps or application, Bootstrap. Bootstrap is a kind of program that you use for web designing as well, that will make your site to be auto-responsive and things like that. jQuery is included. You can use it for multi-purpose. And it is a one-page website, and this site is responsive. And this site was loaded on this template was loaded on this site on 16 March. It's a very recent 16 March. I think 16 March is this week. Wow, I think it's this week. Okay, so now we're using HTML5, the version of HTML like I told you in my book, and it is responsible for 4 columns and light on dark, just telling you the specification of the template. Now let's say you want to look at a view of this template. You can just right click, open in a new link, and we can see the way this site will look like, to preview the demo, the way it looks like actually. Now see the site loading. Wow, this is a very nice site. You can see now it has a slide. You can just slide, and this side is lovely. Now look at it. Can you just imagine having a site like this? Now look at it, and contact, as very simple as that. So we are going to close it, but I told you that for the purpose of this training, we've been making use of a particular template. So when you have a name of a template, you can just search for the name of the template, and I think the name of the template we are using is I don't really remember now. I can't really remember the name of the site, but let me just search so that we just get it. Okay, Cello Sow or Cello Cow, whichever way. So we just search. When you search and submit it, bring out a site for you. Now this is the site I want us to use for this training. Now I just open it in a new place, and now look at it: app or application, business, Bootstrap, jQuery, one-page responsive. And this is what we are looking for, and this is a 4-column page. Now we can just view it properly, live view, and see the way it will look like. Now when you check here, it load the page, and there's even translator on this page whereby you can just translate from English to another language, or some other language to English. Now it's going to translate this to English for me, which I'm used to. Now all those script is embedded in this site. Now let's just scroll down and see the features we have. It has about us, about the company. It has a progressive bar here. You can see the progressive bar here. Now this site is majorly for those people that design website, but notwithstanding, you can use it or customize it for your own good or for the purpose which you want to use it for. Now look at all categories, web designing. All these will be auto changing. It will change automatically depending on anything you put there. Illustrator, you can see very lovely design. Get in touch, we have contact, and it is embedded with Google address or find my business sort of name, meaning that people can just find it by searching. You can zoom out, you can zoom in and get the location of your business precisely. Okay, then we'll be discussing all these, and it has all these undos icons, social media's icons, and designed by Bootstrap made. So we can change all these things to your use. Now, not to waste our time, what we just need to do is to do what? To download this template. So I've downloaded this template already, but for the purpose of this training, let me just re-download so that you get it. And like I told you, it's downloaded. It's just 2.3 MB, very small amount of size. Like I told you that there's different kind of notepad you use to do your text editor, so-called text editor, that we are going to be using for this training. Presently I'm using bracket. I'm using bracket. You can use Note++, and you can use, there's a lot of text editor over there. So let's just open this. It will bring it down for us in a zip file. So you just need to locate where you have these where it is downloaded to. So you open the folder. Now this is the content of the folder. We have color, we have contact form, we have CSS, fonts, icon, image. This is Java or jQuery script, JavaScript, and you have components, HTML. Now our concern here is this index HTML. We'll be looking at this index HTML, and we will also be looking at CSS. Look at it. But in this CSS, we are concerned about this style. Leave the rest. So let's try to get the location of this file now, so that we can just extract it in a very good way. So I will go to my download to check. Go to my download, so in a folder. So this here we have it. So let me just copy, or let me cut, then I'll go straight to my desktop. I'll go straight to my desktop so that I just paste this. Then when it is pasted, or better still, let me just create a folder. Let's create a folder where you have, we'll put this, let's just say sample site. Okay, now let's drag this inside so that we know we have. Now right click here and just extract the file here. Extract everything there, so you have the select so or select car. Okay, so we have it here. Now in a simple form, we just have to do what? We just have to open these in our text editor. Now I say open with bracket, open with Notepad++, whichever one you open. So in the next video, I'll be showing you how you open and how you edit the site to make use of it for your own good. So thank